Let me, why don't we just do this? Why don't I just get into some numbers here?
Sure. Let's do it.
Let me shock you. Let me shock you, Ottawa. Let me shock you. So I'm going to go over, do a couple things here. Now, don't get mad at me because it's August and I'm going to do a June review right now because we don't have the full numbers for July. I'm going to be doing a monthly thing where we're going to do, the month compared to the month last year because it's very interesting to see. And these are actual real numbers. So if you look at June 2021 versus June 2022, the numbers, so we had just over 1,600 freeholds sold in June 2021, 483 condos sold versus 1,138 freeholds sold and 370 condos sold in June 2022. So the numbers are way down year over year in terms of what actually sold in June. That has to do obviously with, what we believe is, what we have to believe is, the rate increase and whatnot. More coming on market and just buyers generally being concerned about where they're spending their money. Now, this is the most interesting thing to me. So the average sale price of a freehold in June of last year was $726,000, and this year was $772,000. So that's only $50,000 off. But the condos are almost the exact same price as they were last year at the same time. There's like a $3,000 difference. And there's way more inventory. We've got about 600 more freeholds available for sale in June. And inventory of condos was, almost the same, 514 in 2021 versus 587 in 2022. So now I see this in June, and I'm very anxious to see July because I think that the prices are going to be getting closer to what they were last year at the same time. The condos are already there. Very interesting to see because as we all know, a few months ago, those numbers would be very different. I'm going to talk about Riverside South. This would be the week of, I'm going to do 2 weeks ago versus last week. So the week of the 18th, July 18th to July 24th, there was 12 detached homes on the market with an average of, this is active, 12 homes on the market, 38 days on market at 1.434 million average list price. There was one that sold, it was listed at 1.16, but it sold well under. I think it sold around just under a million. So the sales price to list price percentage was 96%. In 2021, also one sold in the same week. It was on the market for 1 day, and the price was 1.135. Now that's also very close. And that one was at 113%. So that was 1 day on the market, multiple offers, but close to the same sales price. Mm-hmm. Townhomes, there were 24 active, 37 days on market, average, 721K is the average sales price. Conditionally sold, there were 2. They had been on the market for 30 days. The average list price was $707,000. Sold 7 homes, 20 days on market average, 628K was the average sales price to list price, 103 versus the same number in 2021, 7 sold, 13 days on market at 618K. So that's only a $10,000 difference. Sales price to list price, almost the same, 101%. Condos, 4 active, 501K, 26 days on market, 1 sold, 20 days on market, 475,000. Sales price, that was the average, sorry. Sales price to list price, 118,000. Now, there's something that I want everybody to be aware of here. The sales price to list price value on these is skewed because all of the ones that made this number were unreserved listings. So they were listed at about 100,000 or 150,000 less than what they sold for. So if those were taken out of the list here, we would definitely be closer to a 96% sales price to list price value. So I updated this with this week or just the last week. And we are...
Sorry, Stephen, can you keep that chart up while he's going through these numbers just so we can do a direct...
yeah, that's a good idea. So for detached homes, we have 19 active now. with an average of 37 days on market, basically the same, but the average list price is now 1.341. So that's down almost 100,000. Sold. There's one home at 1.039, and that's 1.039, and it's sold for 970. 93% sales price to list price. Townhomes, we have 25 active, 35 days on market, close to the same, 737K average. So the price on that is up week over week. Sold 6 days on market, 29, 606K is the average sales price for a town right now in Riverside South. 2021, same time, 6 sold, 612K. So you see those numbers. So they were selling this week, the same time last year, the average was $6,000 more for townhomes in Riverside South. Very interesting. And there was no condo action there. So I have some info for Orleans. Now, I want everyone to bear in mind that this is a comparison of all the townhomes in Orleans built from 1970 to 2022. So depending on the area, this could be a little bit different. There are 74 active townhomes in Orleans right now at an average list price of $634,000, 35 days on market average. Conditionally sold, we have 8, average price $594,000, days on market 21. Sold, we had 10 sold, $576,000 was the average sales price, days on market 29, sales price to list price was 98%. In 2021, the average sales price was $558,000 at the same time. Average days on market was 16. So, and there was currently 19 price reductions in Orleans in the last couple of weeks for the towns. Now, clearly, I think we're clearly getting close to same pricing as last summer in most markets in Ottawa. What do you guys think about that?
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe because we'd really like that.